with this for you? And I guess, do you always feel that maybe Rome's conditions are better for you? It brings out the best in you sometimes.
Yeah, I think the conditions are pretty suitable to my game. It's kind of a medium speed court conditions, which is quite suitable, as I said, to the game style that I have. And I just overall I feel always so nice in Rome because I think speaking Italian helps, but also I feel connected to the people here. Back in I think 2008 was one of the first big ones that I won, the first Rome title I had, and ever since then I had plenty of finals and titles and semifinals. So I always kind of played well in Rome, and I think that's due to the connection and relationship I have with people, and they just give me great energy, and it motivates me to play well.
Out of the context question, but there's this video of Nadal hitting some balls with Sharapova at practice here, and I'm wondering if you have already one day practiced with one of the top women players just for the fun, or...
I was practicing with Maria many years ago in Indian Wells. Actually, we had a proper practice, and I think with Caroline as well, Wozniacki, years ago. So I have no problem to actually they hit better than most of us guys, from the spot. I mean, they don't miss, and then they hit flat and straight at you. So they don't take time to warm up. They go, full speed at you. So it's no, but it's fun. I mean, I have nothing against that. In contrary, I actually like. I mean, I played with Ana Ivanovic a couple of times, Hopman Cup, and we practiced there. So I've done it before.
Novak, I know you spoke before that it's a process for you to get back to where you want to be, but I'm wondering, do you get the sense that if you have a couple of decent wins in a row, you think something will click for you? Is that how you're feeling ahead of the French, or?
Well, French Open is where I want to play my best tennis. I mean, that's so to say the big goal for this part of the season, but I feel like my game has been going in the right direction in the last couple of tournaments. Obviously, I didn't get too many matches, and the results are not, I would say satisfying for me, and I know for the people that follow me, because I've had such a high standard for so many years. But it is what it is. I have to accept it. I know that I haven't been up to the level that I desired, but. As I said, Madrid, and now the first match here has been already encouraging, story, and hopefully I can continue in the right way.
Novak, do you feel you're putting extra pressure on yourself because you know the expectations of outside? Is it something new that you weren't doing maybe in the past? Or?
Well, yeah, it is a mental game. I mean, for sure, I knowing that I've reached biggest heights of this sport, and I've been consistent with the, best possible results for so many years. As I said, the bar has been raised so high that, when I step on the court, I expect to win every match against anybody on any surface, and it's not a secret. I mean, so the expectations are always high in that regard, but at the same time, I had to learn in the last 12 months that because of the circumstances and the injury and surgery and all these different things, and I had to think about my game and about my results and approach the tournaments in a little bit a different way. It's not like I don't want to win. Of course, I want to win every match, but I had to understand that where my level of my game is, and to accept this reality, and to accept that there is a process to get to where I want to go, be in terms of level of play. So, as I said, I feel like every day has been a progress. Rome has always been a place where I felt good, where I received a lot of support, where I played well, and a lot of great results. And today's match encourages me and gives me reason to believe that it can be well good week for me, and let's see. I mean, obviously I would like to go all the way, but at the same time, looking at my results, I have to be a little bit more modest, I would say, with the expectations and see where it takes me.
Last one in English. Novak, you've always been incredibly intense on court, of course, but over the past year or so, over the past 2 years, in terms of everything that you've experienced, has there anything changed in terms of ways maybe you have a chance to decrease the voltage or anything off court, to just relax a little more? Have you changed anything about the way that you relax off court so that you can bring your best on court?
Well, look, it's a balance that you need to find. I mean, obviously, I can only speak on my own behalf because all the players and athletes and people go through different stories in their life and different trajectories, but that's what life is all about. Figuring out how to be the best version of yourself in whatever you do. And for me, I've been through, as I said, various circumstances that have brought new challenges for me as a tennis player and as a human being. But as weird as it sounds for me as well, even though knowing that I haven't had a major title in a while and haven't played good tennis in a while, I still am glad that I'm going through this process, because it allows me to get to know myself on a deeper levels and address certain things that you usually don't address. When everything goes well, you're fine, and there are things that are just accumulated because you are not addressing them at the right moment, and you think, well, I won a match, everything is okay. And so that's what happened with an injury, for example. I didn't address it at the right time, and then it just gotten worse and worse to the point where I just had to stop and I had to make surgery and so forth. So, it's all a learning curve for me, and figuring out the way how I want to move forward with tennis from this point onwards. And as I say, I don't have yet 100% clarity in terms of what the future will look like, but I'm getting there, and I feel more comfortable on the court, more comfortable, with my team, and obviously, that's where I've made many changes in the last 12 months, and that hasn't really brought a sense of, comfort and peace to me, because I had to always think, who's going to be next to me, do I need someone, if that someone is going to travel full time, not, what we're going to work on, obviously new people, new ways of seeing my game and changing things and changing the racket, all these different things. And changes are, in general are good when they're, kind of focused on improvement, and that's what I'm focused on, and we'll see where it takes me.